Hello. Hi, my name is Brad. Thanks for watching this. I don't know where you're watching this or how, but I'm glad you are. I am excited to be part of this because I love what Houston and all of these amazing people are sharing and what they're about. I hope that wherever you are right now, that in the midst of all of this chaos, that there's some things that are being said that are helpful and that bring you to a place that's hopeful. I am really inspired by young people. So inspired that when I found myself at a point in life where I didn't know what to do next, I just started listening to kids. I went to visit elementary schools. I was normally doing readings and reading stories and doing drawings. And then I stopped sharing what I had to say and just started asking them, like, how can I be a better grown-up? What would it look like for me to grow up well, for you to be? What kind of grown-up do you want to be? And they started to tell me lots of things about the people in their lives that they loved, the people in their lives that were amazing, that were good guides and friends. And it taught me a lot about what it might mean and look like to grow up. I know we live in a world right now where there's a lot of stuff that's changing and a lot that's different than we ever imagined or hoped or wanted it to be. But there's a couple of things that haven't changed and I believe won't ever change. This is one of them. I thought that to be an amazing human, to have an amazing life, it meant I had to do big stuff. But when I asked kids about people in their lives that were changing their lives, they didn't tell me about people who were breaking world records or people that were on the covers of magazines or wherever. They told me about an adult who showed up, a big brother who looked at them and helped them through something. They told me about people that were present. I think that we have this idea that spectacular, fantastic, that's the way to go. And that maybe the most fantastic thing you can do is show up and be who you are. There's an anthropologist, her name was Margaret Mead. And one of the things that happened is somebody asked her, what is the first sign that a civilization is growing, that it exists? And here's what she said. She said, the first sign of civilization in a culture, she said, it's not, like a hook or tools or these sorts of things that we might think. She said, a broken femur that has healed is evidence that someone has taken time to stay with the one who fell, has bound up the wound, has carried that person to safety, and has tended the person through recovery. Helping someone else through difficulty is how civilization starts. It's a broken femur that's been healed. That's the beginning of civilization. That's where it starts. Healing. I didn't just ask kids, I also asked elderly people. I spent time with people over the age of 100 and I asked them, okay, how do you do it? How do you not die? And how do you live well? And I got some really interesting responses, but a common thread in all of them was this. There's a 103-year-old woman named Frances Hesselbein. She was CEO of the Girl Scouts for several years. And the biggest thing she said that's kept her moving and going is she wakes up every morning and says, to serve is to live. That's it. She just wakes up and thinks about who can I serve? Who can I take care of? And that's led her on so many adventures, down so many paths, and it's kept her alive and awake and dreaming and moving. Who can you serve? There was an astronaut who told me a really cool story too, and I hope it can help you. Because I was thinking about the future and how dark things can look and how big the challenges seem. And he told me this story that's about the future. He said that if an asteroid was headed towards Earth and about to destroy all of life here, we wouldn't have to send a team of space heroes to blow it up and make it explode. No. All it would take is they'd send a little bitty spaceship no bigger than a small car, and it would go close to the asteroid, and it wouldn't make it explode, it wouldn't blow it up, it would just give it a little nudge. Just that the force no stronger than a feather, and it would change the trajectory of that asteroid forever, saving everybody here. Just a little nudge. A little nudge can make a big difference. It changes the future. So for you, for me, what if your life was one in which at the end of every day you laid your head on your pillow and you knew you made a tiny nudge towards something beautiful? You helped someone else in a small way. But over time, that builds up to a masterpiece of a life. One old man told me to live well is to love well. I think that's it. So, that's what I'm going to try to do. I know that's what you're already doing. Let's help each other heal. Heal and help others heal. Grow, help others grow. Live and help others live. It's the secret to a good life.